You've been following what's going on with Trump in California? Jesus H. Christ. You know, there's a big Hispanic population in the state of California. If you live there, I don't have to tell you that. And the Latinos there are, I guess, are just sick of having their personhood and their integrity beat by this fucking fascist, Trump. So, with some of their Anglo allies, there have been some massive demonstrations. And yesterday, the way it's reported here, chaos broke out outside of a massive Trump rally in Orange County, California, Thursday night. According to ABC News, 18,000 Trump supporters gathered inside as Trump gave the Golden State a tailored spin on his controversial campaign of xenophobia, parading a host of California families whose loved ones had been killed by an undocumented immigrant in California, and reaffirmed his pledge to build a giant wall only miles away from where he was speaking in Orange County on the U.S. Mexico border. One guy said, quote, "Trump is here to save us all." Outside, thousands of people flooded the streets in protest, and things quickly turned violent. The Associated Press reported this way: dozens of cars, including those of Trump supporters trying to leave, were stuck in the street as several hundred demonstrators blocked the road, waved Mexican flags, posed for selfies. Police in riot gear and on horseback pushed the crowd back and away from the venue. The crowd began dispersing about 3 hours after the speech ended. Trump supporters surrounded one man who was waving a Mexican flag and started screaming at him, "Build that wall! Build that wall!" Now, there's more. Now, today, according to LA Times, he arrived at the California Republican Convention in Burlingame, and he had to come in through the hotel's back entrance. What happened was protesters blocked his way into this Republican convention. And he, if you saw the video, he and his Secret Service detail and the brown shirts that work for him now, who will soon be elevated to SS or murdered in the night of the long knives, but they had to escort him. You see that video? They had to pull his limo and all these cars over the side of the road, and this rat fuck had to get out and weave his way through the barriers with his armed guards around him. It is the goddamnedest thing I have ever seen in American politics. Police in riot gear were unable to stop egg-tossing demonstrators who broke through the barricades and rushed to the entrance of the convention hotel. It was right near the international airport, and it was the motorcade was going down the 101 freeway. And that's where they had to pull over and get his ass out of the car because there's no way he was going to go in the front door. So, surrounded by Secret Service agents, he hopped over that concrete barrier. He didn't hop. He just moved his large ass over the concrete barrier and entered the hotel through a back door. And then when he gave his speech, did you see this? It was a lunch banquet with hundreds of Republicans, and he said, "It felt like I was crossing the border." And the crowd roared. Jesus. Trump told the crowd he'd finally won more than 1,000 of the 1,237 delegates he needs to clinch the nomination. According to the Associated Press, as of this afternoon, his tally was 996. But what he was trying to do is to get the Republicans at this convention to accept him as their presumptive nominee. Trump said, quote, "I think it's going to come to an end very soon." And really, I'm speaking to the people in this room because there has to be unity in our party. Son of a bitch.